Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local News for Tuesday, June 4th, 2024. A 29 Palms man was arrested earlier this month on suspicion of shooting at a dirt bike rider in January. In January, deputies assigned to the Morongo Basin Sheriff Station responded to a shooting call on South Amboy Road in the city of 29 Palms. The victim told deputies that he was riding his dirt bike in the desert area when an unknown male fired 2 shots at him. At the time of the report, deputies did not have any leads and the investigation was reassigned to detectives. In May, they discovered critical leads regarding the assault and identified a suspect, John Gonzalez, 67, who is a convicted felon. Detectives conducted a search warrant at his home in the 33,000 block of Amboy Road, where they say they recovered 23 firearms, including a short-barreled shotgun, several thousand rounds of ammunition, firearm parts, firearm manufacturing parts, high-capacity magazines, and body armor. John Gonzalez was arrested for investigation into assault with a firearm and being a convicted felon in possession of a firearm, and was booked at the West Valley Detention Center with bail set at $40,000. The Yucca Valley Town Council will consider land use compliance review changes initiated by the Planning Commission. Here is reporter Adeline J. Wells with more on tonight's meeting.
The Yucca Valley Town Council will consider the town's land use compliance review requirements. This tool is used by local businesses to initiate the construction of a minor expansion to any existing commercial building. At a recent meeting, the town's planning commission voted to adopt a resolution that, if approved by the town council, will add landscaping regulations to the list of current requirements. The council has not made any updates to the land use compliance review since adopting the development code update in 2014. The town council will also receive housekeeping updates on a variety of different town programs and services. Town staff will provide the council with updates for the Summer Aquatics program. The community pool is slated to open on June 17th, and regular aquatics offerings include swim lessons, junior lifeguarding, fun and lap swims, and water aerobics. The Yucca Valley Youth Commission and the Animal Care and Control Department will also present their annual reports, and town staff will provide the town council with its capital improvement report. Tonight's meeting is open to the public and begins at 6 p.m. at the Yucca Valley Community Center. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Adeline J. Wells.
This month's meetings of the 29 Palms Planning Commission have been canceled as the commission goes on hiatus for the month of June and the first weeks of July. The 29 Palms Planning Commission will meet next on July 16th. The annual San Bernardino County point-in-time count reveals a mere 1% increase in homelessness countywide, but for some Morongo Basin communities, the numbers tell a wildly different story. Reporter Heather Clisby has a closer look at those numbers.
San Bernardino County released their annual point-in-time count on the number of homeless people countywide. Overall, the population grew by just 1% compared to a 26% increase in 2023 and a 6.6% increase in 2022. Over 500 volunteers conducted the annual in-person count on January 25th of this year. The final report shows the county homeless population grew by 42 individuals for a total of 4,237. Breaking the numbers down locally, the report was more of a good news, bad news scenario. Morongo Valley counted an increase of 1 homeless person compared to 0 the year prior. Landers went the other way, down to 0 homeless compared to 2 last year. Yucca Valley saw their homelessness decrease by 15%, and Joshua Tree also saw a decrease by 31%. 29 Palms saw a notable increase of homelessness as it was up 67%. The annual count also revealed the presence of 4 homeless people in Wonder Valley, up from 0 the year prior. The full report is available online. Look for the link in this story at Z107.7 FM.com. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Heather Clisby.
A former NASA physicist and current Copper Mountain College teacher was honored as Professor of the Year at the 29 Palms Rotary Club meeting last week. John Watkins, Professor of Physics and Astronomy, was honored by CMC's Dean of Instruction, Ramon Abrego III. Abrego said Watkins' impact on the college and the community has been remarkable. He said that Watkins' advocacy for astronomy recently resulted in seeing the Sky's the Limit site on Utah Trail near the entrance to the national park become an official satellite campus for the college. He has also introduced astronomy to local junior and high school students. He has been described as an amazing colleague who is always willing to help out. And DeBrigo said Watkins is connected to good things happening at CMC. Watkins started teaching 15 years ago. He moved to the Morongo Basin from Los Angeles, where he was a physicist for NASA. The 29 Palms Rotary Club has been honoring local educators for their positive impacts on their students and communities. The local club meets Wednesdays at noon at the Little Church of the Desert Meeting Room. With the critically acclaimed run of Nonsense taking its final bows this weekend, Theater 29 is already hard at work on their next project. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas puts out the call for those looking for something a bit different.
Theater 29 is excited to announce auditions for their annual benefit cabaret with a twist, Miscast. This year's Miscast is entitled Miscast Goes to the Movies, featuring songs from movie musicals of all kinds. Auditions will be held on Monday, June 10th on Theater 29's main stage at 6:30 p.m. Creator Lisa Hodgson is looking to cast talented individuals and groups of all ages to perform songs from both TV and silver screen musical movies in roles they would never be cast in due to age, gender, ethnicity, etc. Full details are available at theater29.org/auditions. All proceeds raised from this year's Miscast will go towards Theater 29's much-needed infrastructure upgrades. Miscast Goes to the Movies will have performances on June 28th and 29th at 7 p.m. and a Sunday matinee performance at 2:30 on June 30th. Reporting for Z107.7, this is arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
And finally, the High Desert Nature Museum and Town of Yucca Valley Recreation Department are hosting another Family Fun Day at the Yucca Valley Community Center this Saturday. Themed in conjunction with the museum's current exhibit, From Here to There, which explores physics and movement. Events scheduled for the Family Fun Day are inspired by transportation. Expect high-octane thrills for guests of all ages, with a slot car circuit, a paper airplane flight test center, and inflatable bounce houses and Jacob's Ladder. A classic car pop-up show will delight gearheads of all ages. Keep an eye out for delicious food vendors as well, and Z107.7's own Cody Joseph will be broadcasting live from the event. The fun runs Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Yucca Valley Community Center. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear news happening, let us know about it. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmatz.